Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today, we have got another Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 Prestige class description for you. And today, we are going to be talking about the Hulking Hurler from Complete Warrior. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, the Hulking Hurler, it's only a 3-level Prestige class, so you think, not much to say, right? Wrong. There's a lot to say about this guy. This is definitely a prestige class worth mentioning because there is a lot to cover here. So let's get into that. So anyways, first off with the Hulking Hurler, we're going to talk about, we're going to start off talking about what they get, what they are, what they get, and then, what they are, how to get in, then what they get. Then we'll talk about how good they are and how you could potentially use them in a build. Same as always. So the Hulking Hurler. Well, basically, they are a group of very large creatures, typically giants, that like to throw stuff. That just really like throwing rocks at people and things, and rocks and buildings, and kind of whatever they can get their hands on. They like picking them up and throwing them and doing damage. That's kind of their shtick. They're big and they throw things. Pretty simple, really. So that's the Hulking Hurler. Now let's talk about how you go about getting into becoming a Hulking Hurler, and that's fairly straightforward actually. So the requirements are base attack bonus +5, really simple, straightforward. Feats, point blank shot, power attack, weapon focus, any thrown weapon. That's it. Pretty simple, straightforward, to the point. The feats are fairly easy. In fact, a lot of people who... and you have to be size larger. A lot of the creatures that you take this might not even have class levels. They might do this completely with racial hit dice. It's very much doable. So, yeah, that's the what it takes to become a Hulking Hurler. So let's talk about what they get. So first off, they get... they get a base a D10 hit dice. Not bad. Good base attack bonus. Okay, that's not too bad. Surprisingly bad fortitude and will saves, but good reflex saves. A little weird, but it is what it is. And that's the chassis going. Now let's talk about their special things that they get. And boy, do they get them. Oh, and 2+ int with a not the greatest skill list. But let's talk about what they get, because oh boy. First off, they get catch weapon at first level, which, basically that will let them catch arrows or any weapon, actually, of his size or smaller. So you can catch up to, potentially a large weapon, or if you're bigger, huge, gargantuan, colossal, you can catch any weapon that's up to that size, and if you choose, immediately throw it right back at them, which implies... that you can make this attack as a non-action, like as a free action as part of the catching it, which is insane. I don't know if that's quite the case, but if it is, amazing. If not, still pretty cool to just get that free feat for free and be able to throw weapons back at the person who threw them at you, including arrows. So that's cool. Then you get something called really throw anything at first level, and that's the thing that really changes things. First off, it gives them a modified version of the throw anything feat, which is a pretty alright feat, not super broken in and of itself. Now here's the thing, they can throw literally anything. Like, there is no real restriction on what they can throw. In terms of weapon size, it says, so it takes a -2 instead of a -4 penalty. Let's see, depends on bear strength more than skill. Yeah, you can literally throw anything, not just weapons. You can lift as a light load. So basically, anything that you can lift as a light load, you can throw, which is where things get insane. Because here's the thing, as you increase your strength, your light load goes up, and it doesn't go up linearly. It goes up quadratically. Every 10 points of strength you add, you gain four times as much carrying capacity, which is insane because that just keeps stacking and stacking and stacking. So up your strength by 10, oh, that's 16 times more carrying capacity. Up it by 30, ooh, that's 16 times 4, that's what, 50 something? No, 60 some, yeah. 64, I should know that. 64 times more carrying capacity, which means you can lift a boulder, throw things that are 64 times heavier, which is insane. That the chart is a little funny, but it's more or less 64 times as much damage, which is crazy. Especially seeing as you can keep doing that and it keeps going up and up and up and up and up really fast. You can get absolutely insane numbers with this. Now, one of the things with this, though, is you still got to carry it around. So trying to haul these massive rocks that you can carry can be a bit of an issue. So you're going to have to, be finding them from nearby. Hopefully there's like a mountain or something that you can just start ripping apart. That's really how these guys operate, or uprooting buildings, or, whatever's nearby. They're really limited to what's around them, because they can't really carry their weapons with them. This class is very much limited to what is available. So that is a bit of a drawback, but holy crap, can they do some damage. Then, of course, at third level, they are second and third level, they get a trick. Now, this trick can be good. There's a few of them. There's area attack, which is one of the better ones. That will let them make an area attack with their weapon instead, assuming that it's a big enough rock. It's got to be at least a huge or larger weapon in order to do it. So you need a really big rock or a really big weapon to throw in order to use this one. Basically, instead of making an attack roll, your opponents who are in the square you designate, and honestly, if the weapon's bigger, you might even be able to talk your DM into doing more than one square. They make a reflex save equal to 10 plus your range attack bonus, which can be fairly high. So everything in that area will have to do that, or all get hit by it. So that's kind of nice. There's also knockdown blow. Anytime you hit somebody, they get knocked down, as long as they're medium or smaller. You get meteor strikes, so it's a full round action. You can do double damage. Oh no, you can deal extra damage equal to twice your strength bonus. So not bad. Overburden heave is one of the nasty ones. That one can let you throw things up to your medium lows. You can throw a lot bigger rocks and weapons and things, which can get absolutely insane. It basically doubles how heavy things you can throw, which is insane. It really is. And then there's a ranged power attack. If the target is within 30 feet, the Hulking Hurler can use power attack with thrown weapons. So not bad. There's definitely some options to this. Overburden heave is one of the more broken ones. Honestly, I'd say ranged power attack and area attack are probably decent other ones to pick up. So yeah, that's the Hulking Hurler for you. These numbers can get absolutely insane. It's one of the most broken classes in the game, but it is limited by what you can find lying around. So that is a little bit of a nerf to it. They can't just, carry around their weapons. If they're going to be if their weapons are massive rocks and buildings, I mean, you can't just carry buildings around with you. It just doesn't work. It's not practical. I mean, there's ways to do it, but it's very inconvenient and kind of a pain. So yeah, it would definitely take some doing in order to actually get some attacks off. But the attacks can be absolutely massive. It's absolutely insane how strong these guys can get. So yeah, definitely good. In terms of a build, I mean, you could just go straight giant with change some feats around and get in, or even Titan wouldn't be a bad option. Although that's more of an NPC thing, especially for Titan. Yeah, you're not playing as a Titan unless you're starting in pretty deep into epic levels. I'm not even sure how deep because there's nothing listed. You'd really have to talk to a DM on that one. But a DM could definitely do it for a monster or something. Let's see. Whew. Yeah, you could always throw in some like barbarian to try and up your strength more. That's always helpful. Now, your attacks are generally going to be based off of dexterity, like how good you are at actually hitting your opponent. Um, so that's kind of a thing. But, it really, really depends on what you really want to go for. Honestly, just throwing bigger things is pretty cool. Like, if you cheese it a lot, like just picking up a or cheese it a decent amount, just like picking up a mountain and throwing it at your opponent. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Throwing mountains. Yeah. Uh, there could be some negative downsides to that too, though. Like, I mean, what could be under that mountain? Is there some lava there? Or did you just cause, when you're throwing that mountain, like, like changing the terrain of the world like that can cause some pretty crazy side effects. So definitely something to keep in mind for both players and DMs that, it can be a thing. Um, yeah, crazy build or crazy prestige class. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more videos. I do one on every single class, race, and prestige class in Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, so ring that notification bell so you never miss out on a video. But anyways, as always, I'm Mitch, and I'll be seeing you